Being sneaky in chess definitely pays off. And I'm going to show you guys in this video why I'm one of the sneakiest chess players out there. And in this game, I played in an over-the-board tournament at the Marshall Chess Club in New York City, and I played one of the sneakiest moves you'll ever see. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so I played this game, like I said, at the Marshall Chess Club in New York City in March 2024. So my opponent played the Caro-Kann because that's becoming very popular again these days with the advent of Gotham chess. And it doesn't require a lot of theory, although I don't see how that makes sense sometimes because it still requires a lot of theory. So I don't know, somewhat. So he played the Tarka Tower variation, which is one of the main lines. Also, bishop f5 instead of the knight f6 is very popular. Okay, so I played c3. Usually we have this pawn structure, again playing against the Caro-Kann. And I plan to castle queenside here. So I play queen c7. Now, my opponent must be watching my videos because he didn't play g6, which is fine. I just don't like it because it gives you something to bite on. It allows for future sacrifices, and also after h4, h5, that's going to be a problem. So I like h6, which is what my opponent played. So he defended h7 with h6. Very good. So, and my opponent was about 1500. So decent player. And here he tries to go for the bishop, tries to trade pieces. Sometimes lower rated players, when they're playing against higher rated players, they will try to trade as many pieces as possible. I'm not sure if that was his idea here or if he just liked that move. But I just developed my rook. And after he took, I took back with the pawn. And he did not play that. Why is the computer saying he played that? He played bishop e6. So then I just protected my pawn on a2. And we're getting there. We're getting to the sneaky part. So he played a5. Now it looks like he's attacking my queen side, which is where my king is. But this is still always considered the queen side. So I play e4. So I'm just taking more space in the center. And I have a lot of central control, which is good. And now my opponent played knight d7. And here's where my sneakiness, my sneaky mind kicked in, which is something you need in chess. You have to kind of be like a slithering snake sometimes, or a tiger in the high grass. I would prefer to be a tiger than a snake. So let's say I'm a tiger. A tiger in the high grass is what I like. So the tiger doesn't say, hey, I'm coming to get you, and he doesn't give you a head start, and then you start running away, and he chases you. He probably could still do that and you know, get a meal because he's a tiger. But no, the tiger waits in the high grass and pounces at the right time. By the time he pounces, it's too late. So if I was bad at hunting, let's say, let's go back to the tiger analogy, all right? And I would play this, d5, then what would happen here? My opponent could, he could come back here. And then I'm chasing him around the board, and then nothing happened, and I let him go. However, what would happen if I took away this square? So that's what I played here. I played the very sneaky move h3, and you guys still don't see why it's so sneaky yet. That's how sneaky it is. So now I'm setting up a trap. If he doesn't see it, it's going to be... this is really hard to see, too. This is not by any means an easy trap to see. But my opponent played a4, continuing his attack, and now he's already losing the game. So, as you saw before, I kind of spoiled it. I played d5. Now, the point behind h3 was so that he has no squares to go with his bishop. And in fact, in the game, he actually played bishop takes h3 and just gave up a piece and lost the game. You might be wondering why he did that. Well, I'm going to show you. Because if takes, so now basically by playing h3, I force him to take after d5. So I force his bishop to do this. This was my plan. My plan was now, I have a discovery, his bishop's not defended. Bishop, h7 check, and after the king moves, I'll throw in this check in exchange for good measure first. I'm going to take the bishop and win a piece. Now, yes, I saw that he has this move, trapping my bishop. The problem is, when I come out, I get 2 pawns back, ruin my opponent's king position, attack the rook, and attack this pawn for good measure. If the rook defends itself, it's mate. And if he tries anything else, it's really hard to defend this. He can't even throw an in-between move in because the knight defends. And after this position, this would be a winning position. So there you have it. That's one of the sneakiest moves I've ever played. It's h3 with the idea of another sneaky move. d5 would have been sneaky enough as in itself, but that wasn't good enough. I played d5 with the intent on playing the other sneaky move. I'm sorry, I played h3 with the intent on playing another sneaky move, d5, which allowed this tactic, which at the end of the whole thing would have won me 2 pawns and busted up my opponent's king, which he cannot defend. Anyway, there you have it. Hopefully you got some entertainment out of that video. It's always good to be sneaky in chess. So when you're looking for an idea, always look for your opponent's way out of that idea, and then you might have to make a subtle move to set that trap up or that idea up, and it's going to pay off because h3, for example, like in this video, in this game, was really hard to see that was setting up. That was putting that was the trap door. It was the final trap door in the trap. Anyway, if you like these videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get more content in the future. I'll catch you next time. Go play some chess.